All right, chat, we're back. Let's continue this draft, see if we can get it to go anywhere. So this deck kind of plays as I expected it to. A lot of ways. Our early game is pretty locked up with the 1/3s and 2/3s. We do get some damage in from pushing with things like tempo plays, like the Journey Mage, the Fire Adept, and the Icy sometimes let us get in some damage where we wouldn't otherwise. But the board state tends to lock out until we get our flyers in to kill them. I don't think Shield would have changed the outcome. It's kind of funny, though. Pierce the Sky. I mean, I actually should have probably sideboarded in Shield versus that. Because Pierce the Sky makes the Jhin have 7 health. Or 8 health, rather. Which is outside Pierce the Sky range, which is kind of interesting. Hadn't thought about that. Be another use of Shield. Alright, this hand's not playable. We don't have any fucking lands. So let's go ahead and mulligan again. See if our opponent follows suit. I mean, I guess I'm keeping this. Seems like a good card to have on top. Mulligan. Opponent did not mulligan, unfortunately. Double blue. Alright, fine with that. It's not particularly threatening. We're going to draw this turn just to get it down. Don't have any other plays. Alright, got a very reactive hand. If our Cyclops start getting counterspelled, it's going to be pretty fucking annoying. Well, looks like it's going to be pretty fucking annoying. It's not like I can not play something into an open board when I haven't played something for 4 turns, so I'm going to give him some value on those counterspells. Let's get him out. 4/4 is a pretty good target for it, I suppose. Yep, a couple things to talk about. There are both our D&D episodes are live today. Milled my Jhin. It's like 100% it just hits my bombs. Like, I don't understand, like, milling in this game. Like, never seems to do anything to anyone else except me, where it repeatedly mills my fucking bombs. If I play mill cards, they mill my bombs. If opponents play mill cards, they mill my bombs. Grumble, grumble.
Fresh from the stagecoach.
Hey, Majority Toast, welcome to the channel. Thank you for the sub. 4/4 threatens trade with his board efficiently, but I don't know how I kill him anymore. Looks like it's gonna be a long game. Feels fucking bad. Anyways, D&D, a new D&D episode's up. I have a response video to my first in real life Magic the Gathering paper draft. I had a lot of fun with that. Does that do anything? I guess it... No, it doesn't do anything. I couldn't attack him with the Cyclops anyways. Play looks bad. Got a Wizard Synergy card without Wizards. I don't really want to play this on an... I don't want to play this on a board where it does nothing. So I'm going to pass. Because I represent counterspells here. I think the 3/3 body is relevant. I'm taking 1 right now. I'll take 1 for a couple more turns. That's a relevant target. I'm going to fiery intervention that. He's got 2 blue mana up. Oh, actually, he's got a blue mana and a colorless, so it's just syncopate. So it shouldn't be an issue. 2 top, 0 bottom feels bad. That's a card that's playable real soon. Oh, he might even have it. There was definitely hesitation there. So what blue card could he have that there would be instant speed hesitation? Don't know. The only one I can think about is syncopate right now, but it's stuck in my head, so it may not actually be real. That might not actually be true. What is this? Teferi. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
We need to move quickly.
You've gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay. Suddenly creatures are relevant. Alright, if this is a counterspell, I'm in really bad shape. But my options are real limited all of a sudden. Is it a bounce spell? I guess it could have been blink of an eye. Could have been what he was holding up. Yeah. So that explains where the one blue, one other thing was. Still my best play. He's going to get at least 2 more cards off Teferi. Probably he draws another card, then puts the Derek Drake on top of my deck. I probably never can kill this Teferi, ever. That's what I'm getting at. I'm probably just dead on board here.
Hurry!
Planeswalkers should not be in drafts. They just shouldn't. Like, what do you do versus a Planeswalker? Like, you have options versus creatures. There's a lot of creature removal. There's a lot of enchants. But what do you do versus a fucking Planeswalker? You better be winning on the board. Some of them are so much more powerful than others, too. Second blink of an eye. Okay. Sensing a pattern in my opponent's deck. So I have to... These are very high-quality cards, by the way. Blink of an Eye, Sphinx, Wizard's Retort, Teferi, Ship Captain. I think the Arcanist is actually pretty good. Homerid's totally reasonable. Not great, but totally reasonable. Second Sphinx. The card quality of this deck is kind of out of control. Memorial to Genius in there. I think we might be in some trouble. We gotta get tempo games versus this player, I guess, because this card quality is nuts. I guess I'll spend turn 3 in a row playing Academy Drake. I'm not showing him that. To a Blessed Light, another insanely high quality card.
Keep up the pace.
Okay, this is 100% over. Just trying to decide if I want to show him any more cards. Just want to see what he has. Kind of want to see what he has. This is certainly not a constructed style deck, but it's just like an amazing draft deck. Have I already showed him a divination? I have. Okay, I don't want to show any more cards. I'm just going to concede. You should be able to kill me from there. What can we do about that? We're on the play now. I'll put this back in when we're on the draw again, probably. On the play. Have anything else that helps facilitate aggression? Golem. Maybe Construct. Maybe Shield. Pull that for a Syncopate with the Arcanist synergy. Means I don't have to have 2 blue open. It's a less, I don't know, it's a less good counter spell. Just easier to use. Is any of this gonna matter? Saw so many bounce spells. I don't have any enchants in here, right? Deep Freezes might not actually be very useful here. With that many bounce effects. Maybe just more creatures. Like our Lava Runners. We're not going to get our Lava Runners out, though, if I play that shit. I gotta hurry up with this, too. What did I just pull? Just play it with Syncopate. We need 2 more cards. Not being targeted by spells seems relevant, as does maybe a single Lava Runner. Let's drop the Lava Runner for the Constructs and let's grab it for the Shield of Realm. Okay, let's try this. Is this enough? 41. 1 extra. Drop Shield the Realm. It's fine. Let's try this. I hate removing my removal, but there's so many kicker spells that I'm just going to get blown out with that removal. But holding mana open to syncopate it is optimistic. There's too many turns where you're going to tap out, too many plays where you tap out, too many everything. I can't just sit there holding counterspell for Teferi. And especially on my turn, like when I'm going first, this is garbage. I can't play anything. There's no aggression here. There's no counterspells. Let's look for something better. We'll mull again, it looks like. This is barely better, but I've got lands. Maybe I can find something. That's a 2-drop. It's playable. I want this guy on 5. We'll get 5 lands there. Might not be another mountain. I don't think that card helps me for what I'm trying to do here. Maybe it slows down something from him. I don't think so, though. I don't think we beat this deck is the problem, chat. So when I'm on the play, I want to be as aggressive as I possibly can to try to get ahead of these cards. Whether or not that happens, we'll find out. Arcanist does a good job of slowing me down, as it's designed to do. We'll Scholar into Cyclops and see if we can do anything. Probably not. I mean, I guess that was a wizard count for the other one. But and if we make it to game 3, when I'm on the draw, I can try counterspells. Where I can't fire off my own game plan. I'm reacting to him. Maybe then I can do it. It wasn't like he had high threat. It was just he was a slow deck with value. That's a good play. He typed a very greedy hand for that. Looks like it's gonna be fine for him. Damn, drew his lands. So he was stuck, played through it. He's got the flash creature. Don't know that I care. I guess I can get counterspelled here on the Keldon Overseer, but so what? And if he trades with the 1/3, it means I get more damage out of the Scholar. I can live with that. Sure. If I turn it into... Okay. Just loses all abilities. I think it turned it into a 2/2, but it doesn't. I guess he could have a pump spell here. This might be the decision. Might be the blink of an eye. Guess he could be considering blinking my Cyclops for value here. Takes 4 less damage, draws a card. That is indeed what he's thinking about. Can't do anything about that, unfortunately. Okay. So we know he's got the 3/3 flash guy for 5. That's what that represents. This guy runs over that, but he doesn't have to block that. He can block my Scholar instead. I think I'm going to play my Cyclops. And maybe if I draw a land, I can play both Shizik into Trickster and tap his blocker when he plays it. Might just be more kicker shit, but I can't really do anything about that if you... Oh, yeah, I do want to pass here. I don't want to attack with the Scholar. I don't trust this board right now. There's another flash. 3/3. I don't think that card is very good, but it certainly fits what he's trying to do, holding open counter spells with a million fucking blink kicker spells and the flash creatures. That's an extraordinarily good pickup for the deck that he's running here. There's the land. Oops. Well, that sucks. I don't think it's close enough to Trickster right now. Get 4 damage at least. Okay. So let's say I Trickster here, tap his blocker, and get in for 8, puts him at 4. If he has another fucking combat trick of some sort, I'm in some trouble, but so be it. I don't have other outs right now. This seems to be the turn. He played open for counterspell last turn. Looks like he's got the dude. It will eat one of my dudes, but I get in for 6 if that's the case and play another Cyclops on the board. Seems like I might be able to do something with that. Let's swing. Presumably here's the other flashing historic guy. That would be the worst case. Second worst case would just be a bounce. Blessed Light's fine. Okay, he doesn't draw him a fucking card. Put another Cyclops down. Okay. It's a blocker. It's bad news. Yeah, I now have optional win with Fight Fire. Yeah, the problem is that kills my Cyclops if I attack. This is why like Tsui talking to me about this deck being an aggro deck is just insane. It's not an aggro deck. Like we get some tempo out of the Journey Mage and the Adept, but the Cyclops can't attack into this. If I had Shield, I could attack into that. The Scholars can't attack into this. The Trickster can't attack into this. So this is just totally blocked now. He's 3 cards up on me and has a draw card in available to him. So I'm not super excited about this. I'm very unexcited about this right now. This deck seems very solid and much better than ours. Quality of cards in it are just nuts. Have you guys seen a bad card in this deck yet? I haven't. Still haven't seen a bad card in it. And there's a Teferi sitting around somewhere too. So my win condition right now is the 10 damage kicker spell when he's tapped out. Is the lesson to use shield? No. No, the lesson is, there's no lesson, it's just this deck isn't an aggro deck. Alright, I guess we'll spend some turns playing Academy Drake. He's got his blink of an eye again. I wonder how many he has. We saw 3 last, no, we saw 2 from him. And then we saw, he didn't actually have it. Had no instant speed anything there. So what is this, main phase Teferi? Waiting for me to be tapped out? I don't know. Seems just another deep freeze, sure. Okay. It's not a good draw here. Let's see. Spot the bad cards, chat. It's not a bad card either. I haven't seen a bad card. I don't think there's a bad card in this deck. I'm like 98% sure. I think he just drew Teferi and is wondering whether or not he should play it into my open mana. Unicorn is probably the worst card, but even that's not bad. It's a very solid 2/2 for 2. It's a Grizzly Bear with lifelink, which is fucking great. It's probably the worst card we've seen though. Lowest quality. So we replaced counter spells with these two. So this would have been a syncopate into a wizard's retort. I don't even know if I like that or don't like that right now. I think they should be attacking with the construct. Okay, so I can counter this. The upside is I counter the historic flash flyer. The downside is I immediately get Teferi if he has it. I don't think this changes anything. If he has Teferi, I'm fucked. Let's look for the counter. This gives me a little bit more time, maybe. I think I should be attacking with the construct. Construct will pump the golem. Golem threatens to trade with the sentinel. Golem draws me cards and I can kill him. Alright, he just got to 12 health, which is now outside of the range of my kill ability. He runs Invoke the Divine. Did we show him any artifacts? We didn't show him Icy. We showed him no artifacts and he runs Invoke the Divine. This is a good turn for us. We can get some damage in. Assuming he doesn't have a counter spell up. Let's find out. Oh, he can just fucking blink it. Oh, I'm an idiot. He can just play it right back. Still, we need a little bit more damage. So I'm going to lose the 2-3 here. Okay. Alright, it's back under 10. It's relevant. Yep, Sphinx is bad news. Maybe he thinks I'm playing enchants. I removed them specifically because he has so many blink cards. Putting in artifacts, giving him value makes me feel pretty bad. So we're the same boat we need. We need to have 9 mana, and we need to have our card that kills him. So the Jin is a live draw too. It's not bad at all. That's a great draw. This can solve all of our problems at once. Not quite the card. But I like it anyways. Gives us a little bit more time on the timer. All right, let's hit it before he hits a counterspell. Sphinx again. Is that 2 or 3? 2. It's gonna be Teferi now. Oh, not yet, I guess. Out of cards, you just slam it, I assume. It's an interesting card. What would I attack with here? Journey Mage. Presumably he'll bounce it here. Blessed Light. That's great. Get that out of there. It's fine. Now I know what's in your hand. Doesn't gain any life off of it. Doesn't change the board state. That's fine. Oh, don't you dare fucking mill my only out. Icy and Divination. Icy would be one for slowing the game down. Now he's seen it, unfortunately. Doesn't change anything. Still drawing for the exact same card we've been drawing for our only out. Yeah. I don't have any more divinations left. I think holding 1 is fine. We're on a 2-turn clock, 3-turn clock. He's got 4 on the board. Okay. Now we play it. 1 turn left. Might have a pump spell. Doesn't matter. We have 1 out in the deck. Chose to do something stupid instead, but I can't punish him for it. Okay, so we had 9 cards left in the deck. Our out is in the deck, but we didn't draw it. So that is this deck dead and gone. Oh, 8 cards left in the deck. The merfolk's on the bottom. So sucks. Okay, GG. Deck ends up getting beat by 2 decks. The fungal plot beat us in the first one, and this one is just that deck has no bad cards in it. The weakest card is the Homerid, and the weakest 2 cards are the Homerid and the Pegasus, and neither of those cards are weak. Both those cards are totally solid. Totally solid commons, which is pretty unpleasant for us. Still, deck did pretty good overall. I feel like we had our game strategy and plan at the end, our plan at the end there. Maybe we could have valued him out. Maybe but like he only had 7 cards left too. If he had Teferi any point before that, we were just dead. So I'm not too worried about that. Tried to go aggressive with that. Sparring Construct didn't do a lot for us. We drew it late, but if we had drawn it early, we might have been able to get some pressure out in a way that we wouldn't have otherwise. We actually had pressure. We got him fairly low. Got him to, he healed for 4, right? So he was at 9. So we got him to, how much damage did we do? So if he was at 9, we got him to 5. So we did 15 damage. We put him in range of our exit strategy, which was either the Jin. That would have been a single attack from the Jin would have killed him. We never drew Jin that game. And it would have been a kill from the kickered Fight Fire. Either of those would have killed him. Those were our 2 outs. We didn't hit either of them. So be it. It's too bad. All right, I think 3 is a little lower than this deck normally would go. We do break even. Thought the deck was fine. I think Shield would have been good in one of those games. Maybe not. We would have been blown out by... Oh, I think Shield versus... I should have subbed in Shield versus the green player once we saw he was playing Pierce the Sky. First pick out of this deck for me would be the Wizard and hope I hit some synergies because the rest of these cards are really bad and Howling Golem is only okay. First pick here is a pretty easy Shalai. Super good card. First pick here is a History of Benalia. 3 for summon 2/2/2s and give us a nice night effect is great. Card's really solid. And first pick here would be Josu is a massive bomb. I think I'd play Josu over Wizard's Lightning or Eviscerate. Both are really good, but this card is a bomb. Rarely do you get the kicker, but a 4/5 menace on 4 is a really ridiculous body. Like that's fucking amazing. And if you play this kicker once in a draft, it wins you the draft. So that would be just the card to pick up there. One of the best cards, I think, in the set. Or one of the better cards, anyways. Okay, so we're going to do 2 things.